took a leap. I've been sitting with how to share this, not because I don't know how to share it or because I don't know what to say, more that I just wanted to share this with the appropriate amount of weight. On March 5th, 2026, I founded Studio 923. Studio 923 is a Brooklyn-based cultural production house fueling experiences, music, and design. It's built for artists, leaders, organizations who are doing work that matters. It's also the home of the Peace and Power Foundation, currently in formation, which is built to provide creative resources to people who wouldn't otherwise have them. I want to tell y'all more about what it is, but first I got to tell you why. I didn't come up as an artist in any straightforward way. I came up as a student, a theologian, a preacher, an educator. I was a football player. I studied African American literature and sat with the unpublished letters of people who changed the world. I earned a divinity degree and a license to preach. I moved through institutions and ideas with genuine curiosity about all of it. But through every season, making and performing music was where I felt most alive. It was more than a career path, it was a pulse, the truest signal of who I was underneath everything that I was becoming. The same curiosity that moved through theology and football ended up opening a door that I wasn't prepared for. I walked through it and I found myself in conversations as a creative strategist and as a cultural consultant. For a decade, 10 years, I ran Peace and Power Media, built with real people, was real work. That work sat me at tables with CEOs, best-selling authors, leaders of movements, into the room where cultural decisions get made. I had been trained for rooms like these in college, but not like this. I hadn't fully anticipated that the journey would ask me to show up fully as myself, as the musician, the theologian, the builder, all at once, more than what they just hired me for as a consultant. And through all of it, I kept creating. I never let that part go. What I learned is that none of these identities were ever in conflict. They were all the same person, operating from the same place of curiosity. I just needed a container to hold all of it. Peace and Power Media was a true chapter, not failed and not abandoned, but complete. And that distinction is important. And new wine can't be poured into old wineskins. They need new ones. Studio 923 is the new container. The name is rooted in the journey itself. On September 23rd, 2016, I released the first public project in the lineage of the studio, Guavamatic Space Dream. Everything since, every project, every collaboration, every season of pressure and transformation, all of those seasons have built this. They've been moving towards this. The naming is an act of honoring, a way of saying none of it was wasted. So here's what Studio 923 does. It produces experiences, cultural events, convenings, immersive gatherings, a whole space for the type of thinking and feeling that change people. We create music, original work, artist development, sonic identity for organizations and people who understand what sound can do. And we design visual identity, world building, creative strategy, the kind of work that tells the truth about who you are and what you're building. And underneath it all, the Peace and Power Foundation will work to make sure these resources aren't just exclusive, out of reach, behind closed doors. So far, I've assembled a founding advisor circle, people who have experience in philanthropy, finance, audio technology, and real estate, people who believe that this infrastructure is necessary and are helping me build it responsibly. The long-term vision is a permanent Brooklyn headquarters, a premium music studio featuring a live room and control room, a cultural lobby with the vinyl lounge, y'all know me, a flexible space where community happens, and a conference room where all the deals get made. We are in the very, very early stages preparing for a capital raise to make this space real. I gotta say one more thing. If you've known me for a while, like really actually know me, even if you've just followed me on social media for a while, you may know that the road to get here has not been straight. There were genuinely seasons I didn't know if I would make it to the other side. Seasons where this dream of founding and building something was only available to other people. Studio 923 is what comes after those seasons of wisdom building and preparation testing and faith development. Not in spite of those seasons, but because of them. I am not building this to prove something. I am building this because I believe I am a steward for what God has given me to share. If something in you recognizes what I'm describing, comment studio. Let me know something. I want to see who's out there, who's on this type of time, who's on this wavelength, and I'd love to hear from you. The table is set. I'll see you soon.